Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Monday. And I ended the week last week pretty good, a lot higher than the week previous, which was awesome. Okay. And I'm going to start this week out basically the same way I started last week out. And today we're going to be talking, got my badass mug of coffee. Just to let you know, my YouTube content creation is growing. So now I'm talking to about 23, 24 subscribers, which I'm very blessed and grateful that you guys are attending. And I'm over about 900 views. So I just wanted to let you know that this is in the first month alone. So if you have the desire to want to go out there and create a YouTube content creation or become a YouTube content creator, jump on it. My inspiration was DoorDash. When she first started, she worked in DoorDash as well too. So her channel is DoorDash, and she was my inspiration to actually do YouTube content creation. And since YouTube has a app, YouTube Studio, well, guess what? That's also multi-apping as well too. And that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm also pitching it out there for everyone that ever wants to start a YouTube channel. Start now. Just be natural. Look, I can't get any more authentic than I possibly can. I'm in my bedroom. And I'm also in my car. And I'm out there. I'm out there in the trenches giving you the best information that I know that I have that I can pass on to you guys. I know that sometimes, especially for newbies when they first start out, the concept of actually doing these deliveries is very, very far-fetched. And you don't know how much you can actually make. Okay? So you start out normal, basic, working maybe an hour or 2 hours. Then when you start to see the earning potential and you start to realize, oh my God, this is pretty good. You know, I can make extra money either for bills, for expenses, or maybe if I want to switch my job, maybe this could be the chance. That happened to me several years ago, and ever since then, look at where I am right now. And I have no complaints. And I'm very blessed and grateful because now I'm moving from the gig economy into YouTube content creation. And you're part of that journey with me to show you that even me, a regular person, 58 years old, who got inspired by one video on YouTube, is now making me do this. So when you come to my channel, hopefully I'll be able to hit all the major topics that I possibly can, covering DoorDash, GrubHub, Walmart Sparks, multi-apping, a little bit of YouTube content creation, and keep you guys as enthused as possible so that you can also grow on your own and just start this massive movement to be able to take care of our financial independence. So with that saying, today we're going to cover some basic stuff on avoiding common pitfalls and compared from last week to this week. Now, I just want you to understand that my situation is totally different than yours. I basically know how much I have to make, what I have to make, and how much energy I'm willing to put into making that money. Remember, you're trading time for money, okay? So you want to make sure that whatever time you're putting in, okay, you're making it the most possible for yourself. That is the most important thing, okay? So yes, last week I said to myself, I was going to try to get my numbers up. I want to do 35 to 40 hours a week of delivery driving, pure driving, okay? Because normally when you start the app, you know, you're waiting for the offers to come through. Sometimes they'll come through, sometimes they won't. This is why it's very important to work the time, not the money, okay? Because the money will always fluctuate, but the time is constant. You know, you could say to yourself, okay, I'm going to put in 4 hours, or I'm going to put in 5 hours, or I'm going to put in 3 hours. That's constant. You know that, you know you can do. And if you want to be really micromanaged, take a stopwatch with you. And when you pick up the first delivery, take the stopwatch and start it. Now you're working. Now you're in the zone. Okay? So you go about your day, taking deliveries, boom, 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 boom. Now, of course, when you're taking a break or you're going to go to lunch, you stop the watch. What you want to record is your delivery time from picking up the merchandise, whether it's food, Walmart Sparks for groceries, same thing with GrubHub, food, okay? And to the moment when you end the day, you stop the watch. Then you take that time and you divide it by the number that you made for that day, for those hours. And that's roughly, approximately within that day, your hourly rate. I'm not going to lie to you, the hourly rate will always fluctuate. Okay? There is no consistent hourly rate because it depends on your market. It depends how many hours you put in and how you do. I have one friend of mine who lives in Niagara Falls. Okay? And in Niagara Falls, the budget and the economics is totally different than around my area. So she tells me straight out, all I need to do is make $100 a day because she only pays $600 in rent. So all I need to do is make $100 a day, 6 days a week. I told her straight out, yeah, you could definitely do that. She has Instacart and Walmart Sparks and DoorDash. Okay, I don't do Instacart, so I like to use the easier apps that are not so heavy lifting, like DoorDash and Walmart Sparks and GrubHub. Anything that doesn't involve me to put too much manual labor on my body. It's enough I'm putting wear and tear on my car. It's enough that I'm going out there and putting time in. When you know what you're capable of and what you want to do, that's what you're gonna gravitate towards. Okay? If you're a shopper and you love to shop, knock yourself out, you know? I personally, for one, don't like doing it. I could do it, but when I look at the numbers, I say to myself, well, I'm still going to get paid roughly about the same amount of money as if I would if I was just doing my regular deliveries. So I say to myself, you know what? No. I'm going to basically master how I do this, doing it, working smarter, not harder. Okay? And that's what I'm going to do. So basically, you're going to encounter order conflicts and high mileage. The best way to keep the mileage down is to stay in a market. Choose a market. This is where it gets fun. Because when you choose a market and you stay in that market, regardless of how many drivers are out there, it's your market. Treat it like a business. Be grateful that you can do this. Be grateful that you can turn on an app and say, you know what? My market is this town. It has this many Walmarts. It has these many restaurants. I'm going to take over that town. Boom, done. It's all in your mind. That's all it is. There could be 100 drivers out there, but they're not all thinking the same way you're thinking. Okay? I think of it as a mini enterprise and a mini franchise. Okay? Probably the most economical franchise you could possibly have. Yes, you will have overhead, wear and tear in your car. Okay? Car insurance and gas. That's it. If you can factor that into your budget, you're fine, and it's all tax deductible. Okay? I think of it like this. Some people always complain about wear and tear on their car. I think of it like this. If I had to travel to a job every single day that was 100 miles away, and I'm putting 100 miles on my car every single day, and I'm making that money, that's 50 miles going, 50 miles coming back home. That's 100 miles. Boom, done. Okay? Same thing. That's the same way I look at it. It's the same wear and tear that I'm putting on my car just to earn that money. Sure, I could probably find something closer to home and save on mileage, of course, but I'm using it as an example to overcome the excuses of how much potential there is out there to make money. Even if there are thousands of drivers out there, they always revolve all the time. Always. And the best way to look at it, like I said, is to treat it like it's your business. That's what I've been doing for 6 years. And when you treat it like it's your business, you're going to look at it a lot more differently. The mileage, the places you go to, the customers that you service, whether it's food delivery or basically shopping. So basically what you want to do is you want to basically work smarter, not harder. Okay? Choose your beginning time, your end time. Last week I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to focus on doing 35 to 40 hours a week of deliveries. So I upped my time a little bit. When I did it, it worked out. So obviously, the more time you put in, the more money you stand to make, depending on how much you want to make if you're doing it full time. Okay? Keep your mileage low. All right? That's the most important thing. Dollar per mile ratio is very important. This is another thing you also have to understand too, is that all the Walmarts are not going to be close to each other. So whatever Walmart you go to pick up deliveries, make sure you set your GPS to go back to that Walmart. And while you're heading back to that Walmart, possibly by the 20th or the 45th of the hour, you'll get another delivery. So let's say you pick up delivery at 12:45, dropping it off at people's houses, and you finish by, say, 1:15. By, say, 1:30 to 1:45, or possibly even 1:25, you'll start getting offers coming from that same Walmart that you picked up from. Okay? Now you stay at that Walmart. You work in that market. Make sure it has an abundance of restaurants for DoorDash. So this way, if nothing comes through that's pretty good, or if you miss that hour, then you can always maximize your earning potential by grabbing something from DoorDash, something from GrubHub, or if you're doing Instacart, same thing. Okay? My friend achieved hitting over $100. Okay? So she got confident, built her confidence. Now she knows she can do this while her surveillance job is down for the winter time. Now she feels confident that she can do it. I want to give you guys that confidence as well too. I want to show you that yes, the earning potential is definitely out there. You can make money. It's not impossible. You just got to have a strategy, a system, and total time discipline. Okay? To be able to make that money. No different than you going to work in a job and you have a boss over you and he's telling you to show up at this time, be at this time. You have to show up, right? You're trading time for money, right? Well, you have to give yourself that same discipline, but you are the boss. Okay? You are the boss. So just basically track your time. Look at your market, study it. Okay? Stay in that market. If you have 2 Walmarts in your market and you pick up from those 2 Walmarts and they're very good for Walmart Sparks, stay in that market. Don't go outside that market. Don't put more wear and tear in your car than what you have to. Okay? As soon as you pick it up, go back to that Walmart. While you're going there, you may pick up another offer, grab it, hold on to it. Let's say you grab an offer at 125, but you don't have to be at that Walmart until 145. Guess what? You got 20 minutes. Let me turn on DoorDash. Let me turn on GrubHub. Okay? If that offer that you were going to pick up was, say, maybe $20, and then you pick up something from DoorDash that's, say, $10, now, in that little bit of time that you have, you've increased your offer. You've increased your money to $30. You got to be smart on the road, okay? You got to know how to multi-app the right way. You got to be able to also know how to give great customer service. And you got to create a nice flow with yourself. Don't stress yourself out. Just pace yourself. Don't stress yourself. This is how you're going to increase your income and maintain it, okay? That's the most important thing. Increasing the income and maintaining it. Also, this is going to work very well for you in slow times. There will be slow times out there, okay? So when you're multi-apping, when you're following the 3 principles, you got your market, you're working your hours, and you're multi-apping. You have all your 3 apps on at full strength, okay? The rest is just wait. Even if it's slow, even if you feel like, oh God, it's like there's orders coming through and this and that, don't worry, they're going to come through. Go walk around a little bit. Go on YouTube. Do something to distract your mind, okay? Because it's all in your mind. That's all it really is. Keep yourself busy. Then boom, business starts to pick up. It's like owning a retail store, waiting for customers to walk in. Sometimes there'll be slow periods. Sometimes there'll be high periods. You just don't know. But when you're out there, that store is open from 9 to 9. You're out there from the beginning to the end. So you're like a store. And you're waiting for those offers to come through for those customers that want your service. Okay? That's the way you got to look at it with dead time. Okay? Yes, there's thousands of workers out there doing this, but there's still enough business. And if you believe it, you'll see it. And it works in those strategies. Working the hours, having all 3 apps on at full strength, and just working the time and being in your market and corner that market. That's your market. Hold on to that market. I proved it for myself last week to this week. Now you need to prove it to yourself as well too. So with that being said, have a great week. I'm already planning on my weekend. Always remember, maintain work-life balance. Have time for family, for friends. Don't burn yourself out, okay? Know what you want to hit. Know what you want to do with this money, what direction you want to go in, and you'll be perfectly fine. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm definitely willing to build a community so we can all get to know each other and, stay positive with good positive vibes because, hey, we're out there by ourselves and we want to stay positive, okay? And subscribe to my channel. I hope it brings great value to you, and have a great day.